There is a Toyota engine that survived 343,000 miles, a serious crash, and a homemade air intake that fed it dirt. When mechanics tore it down, the bottom end was still salvageable. The connecting rods were immaculate. This was a 1994 Land Cruiser 80 series with the 1FZ-FE engine. The thing that ended its life was not the engine. It was a crash. The engine itself could have run another 100,000 miles. Today, I'm going to show you why this 30-year-old Toyota outlasts every modern SUV on the road. The 1FZ-FE was a 4.5-liter inline-six cast iron block, forged internals, 212 horsepower. By modern standards, those numbers are unimpressive. A modern turbocharged four-cylinder makes more power. The 1FZ-FE was not designed to win horsepower wars. It was designed to never stop. Toyota engineers understood something the modern industry has forgotten. The harder you make an engine work, the faster it wears out. The 1FZ-FE displaced a massive 4.5 liters with modest power per liter. Every component operated well below its design limit. Low stress cycles add up to hundreds of thousands of miles. The cast iron block was the foundation. Modern engines use aluminum for weight reduction. Aluminum is more prone to warping. Cast iron could absorb decades of heat cycles and hold its shape. The forged internals were specified beyond the engine's power output. Every component had a margin of safety the modern industry would consider wasteful. And the timing chain, not a belt, no scheduled replacement, lasts the life of the engine. Now the actual teardown data. The engine came from a wrecked 1994 Land Cruiser. YouTube channel I Do Cars conducted a complete teardown. The camshafts showed minor wear. The timing chain had proper tension. The connecting rods were immaculate. The only failure was a scored cylinder bore caused by a homemade air intake that allowed dirt inside. An owner modification destroyed one cylinder. Toyota's engineering survived everything else. After 343,000 miles after a major crash, still capable of running, the 1FZ-FE is not perfect. Pre-1996 models had a head gasket weakness. Timing chain guides can deteriorate at high mileage, but these issues are fixable for under $4,000. Compare that to what GDI engines, soy wiring, and plastic transmission parts are doing to 2026 vehicles right now. Now the modern equivalent. The 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser starts at $57,000. A 2.4-liter turbocharged four-cylinder hybrid, 326 horsepower. Power has increased, so has the cost of failure. The turbocharged engine is GDI. Carbon accumulates on intake valves. By 80,000 miles, walnut blasting costs around $1,000. The hybrid system adds complexity. High voltage battery, inverter. Each adds points of failure the 1FZ-FE never had. The 8-speed automatic transmission means more clutch packs, more solenoids, more software complexity, plastic coolant components, touchscreen-only controls. Every modern engineering decision optimizes for emissions, not durability. Now the math. A clean 1995 Land Cruiser sells today for around $30,000. The original owner drove it for 30 years. That works out to roughly $4,000 per year of ownership. The 2026 Land Cruiser, over an 8-year cycle, costs $7,125 per year before maintenance. Add the real numbers: GDI cleaning, hybrid service, sensor replacements, and the figure climbs to between $9,000 and $11,000 per year. The old Land Cruiser costs less per year to own than the new one. This is what enthusiasts mean when they say they don't make them like they used to. It is not nostalgia, it is engineering. Toyota in 1992 made a different choice. They optimized for longevity. Modern Toyota optimizes for lease cycles. Both are legitimate, but they produce fundamentally different machines. Drop your make, model, and year in the comments. Tell me what high-mileage vehicle you own.